Okay, so now I think we can solve that other puzzle. So this is 0. What else do we have? Is that supposed to be 7? It won't let me rotate the... Oh, there we go. It's a weird 7. Two. Got to find the right pixel so I can rotate it. There we go. All right, that's 2. That's 5. Oops. Is that 1? What an insane 1. Who does that? Who draws a 1 like that? 8. That's 9. 6. I'm glad I didn't try to brute force numbers. Realized we needed more information. And last one. 4? What an insane 4 again. All right, we have documented them all. Let's go back and solve that number puzzle. All right, so here's the first one. All right, so first we're going to figure out what numbers these are, and then we'll attach them to the pipes. So 1, I guess 1 when you invert it would be kind of right and middle. It could be the second digit. The second one might be 1. Could be 1. All right, what else? By the way, are these visible? Yeah, okay. 5. Or no, that was 2. So 2 is just top, all right, in the middle, on the top and bottom. We don't have 2. 4 is on the left, far left, on the middle, and then kind of in the middle near the bottom. So the first one could be 4. So this one was 5. So 5 is going to be on the right in the middle, and then on the left, not almost near the bottom. Right near the middle. So it could actually be the last one. It could be 5. This was 6. 6 is 2 on the left. We don't have a 6. 7 was 1 on the right near the top, and then 1 in the middle. So actually, I think the fourth number is 7. 1 on the right, 1 in the middle. I think the fourth number is 7. And then 8. So 8 matches up with 2. They both are top and bottom, but we don't have either of those here. And then 9 would be 1 in the middle, and then 1 on the right middle. Don't have that here. Did I get them all? So we got everything but the middle thing. Oh wait, it's 0. Right, 0 should be 1 on the top left, 1 on the bottom right. We have that, so 0. So this code here is 41075. 41075. So now we got to figure out how these pipes can go to the control panel. So let's see. Let's start with the 4. So it's the top blue one here. And bottom here. So this is 4. All right. Okay, and now let's look at the second one. This was a 1. This goes there. Up the middle. It's on the middle. There. Okay, well that's the 1. Okay. 1. And then the next one, this was the 0. So the 0, it's on the bottom. Okay, that's the 0. And this one was a 7. It's at the bottom here, bottom, bottom. This is a 7. And then one more, 5. So the 5 goes top. This is 5. There. 71450. I think that's the answer. So now, is there a button? There we go. One puzzle solved. Another puzzle solved. What's in here? We're making progress. It's not hopeless. Ooh, some math? Some mathematics? Okay. X equals a plus b over 2 cubed minus z over 2 over a squared plus b squared minus 2b minus a. They want me to expand this and simplify, or? Then what is this? So this is that other device we saw. We lowered it into the hook into the lava. This could also do something, but nothing right now. Maybe because that device isn't configured correctly right now. Alright, well I can't do anything there yet. Is there anything else in here? Let's take a photo of this equation. So let's see, the bottom would be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. You can't actually simplify that. Unless I'll find values for a and b and z later and I plug them in to find what x is. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, well, I guess that's it for this room. There was another number puzzle over here, which we can maybe solve that one now too. Here. Yeah. Okay, so now let's solve this one. So we have top, middle, bottom, middle. So that corresponds to 8. It could be 8. I remember there was another one that had this as well. This one, 2. Both 8 and 2 have top and bottom, middle. So that one could be either. The second one has got 2 on the left. So what would that be? think it's this one, 6. So the second number is 6. Third number, oh, the third number is the same deal, top and middle. So again, 8 or 2. This feels like this game was made by a mathematician. All right, the fourth number, it's got one in the middle and one in the right middle. I think that's this. Yes, that's this. This is 9. So that one's 9. And then that one, the other one is 3. We can see the 3 right there. All right. And then we got to figure out how they match up to the other side. All right, well, let's start with the 3. All right, so the 3 is already there. So the number next to 3 is, or rather, this one goes to the number next to 3. So this one was an 8 or a 2. So let's skip that for now. This one, let's see. This one goes to the middle number. Again, 8 or 2. So these are both 8 or 2 going to the 3. Let's see. The one that's here is this, which is 9. So this one is 9. And then the number at the far left corresponds to this one, which is this, which is 6. And then these remaining 2 zeros are either 8s or 2s. So 2 times 2, they're 4 possibilities. So we can try them both. Easy to brute force. I think we're intended to brute force. No. No. All right. The first number must be 8 then. That was it. 3, 8, 2, 9, 6. Okay. All right. And what's in here? There's that H symbol that we saw on the ruler. Still can't interact with any of these though. $412. So let's go back to our photo of the. Did we take one of the? We took one of the thermometer device, right? So there was this. Yeah, this corresponds. So the number on the right is a symbol we see. The symbol on the right is a symbol we see here. Okay, so that I see. So this is a unit conversion. The symbol on the right is 412 degrees. And we got to convert that to the symbol on the left. Because if I recall, the device where you dip the lava and adjust I assume the temperature, the symbol on the left is displayed. So I need to convert 412 degrees to the symbol on the right, symbol on the left. So the symbol on the left, it looks like it's at 14 degrees. So we have 14 of the symbol on the left equals, how 9? It looks like they align at 10 and 15. Yeah, it looks like the ticks line up at 10 and 15 again. So basically 10 of the one on the 10 of the symbol we see here corresponds to 15 of the other. I think that's actually the ratio. Like if I'm looking at this thermometer image, the symbol on the left, let's look at the ratio of the symbol on the left over the symbol on the right. That would be 15 over 10. So 15 over 10 times 412 should give me its analog in the system on the right, which is 1.5 times 412 is 618. So I think 618 actually is the temperature that I want based on this. Oh, look at that, B equals 4. So that's what we thought earlier, right? We would substitute numbers in for those variables in that equation, and we got one. So B equals 4. I can see the equation from over here. It's funny. All right, well, so I think what I'm gonna do next is add the right temperature on that lava hook thing. I can find out where that was. I feel like it was up here. Was it down the ladder? Here, this was it. All right. So I think the number I want is 618. There. 618 is 106 of that symbol. Leave it at that. And I'll see if the other devices work. These ones that I unlocked. Oops. So there was one over here. All right, so that doesn't do anything yet. What about the one over here? That doesn't do anything either. Am I supposed to convert 412 into this number? I guess here's the thing. I can't use this yet, but I assume once I turn this device on, I'll be able to set a number here. And then I think I probably set the analogous number down here. But I can't even do that yet, because this device doesn't work. Probably need to get like power first or something. What was in here again? This thing. And by the way, we do have the conversion of SEO. We got it from the ruler we saw earlier. Where was that? I took a screenshot of it. You can see how essential screenshots are for this game. And just useful for chat. There it is. Yeah, on the ruler. So the top symbol on the ruler is the symbol that we saw on the device where we could actually change the number, the blue symbol on the bottom. And then that upside down H, or maybe that Y, is the one we just saw in the other room right now, where Presumably we can adjust that to a number, but we can't right now. So I think we don't have enough to solve this puzzle yet. I think we need to switch something else on first. So, all right, well, we made progress on this little wing right here. Let's keep looking around. All right, where else can we go? Oh, I remember. I never went inside this room. I never went in here. Okay, so this is new. But I remember that. I remember that the way that switch would work. I just forgot to go in. Okay. And what is this? I think the sounds are clues. So I can use the item here I don't have. So I need to get in this room once I close that door through here. So if I find a way to open this door, then I can get into this room when this door is open and this door is closed. So I guess that's one objective, but so okay. So I don't recognize that sound, but I recognize this sound. I think that's the thing we just tinkered with. Over here. Wait, over here. It sounded like this one. That's a totally different sound. Never mind. So now I gotta figure out what sound. I think I've heard that sound before. The thing I just flipped the switch on. Where? I don't quite remember. I wonder if I can geographically figure out what would be on the other side of that door. Maybe that's the way to go about it. So let's see, where was that? It was here. All right, so it's... Oh, no, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. So I'm guessing it's over there. So on the other side, all right. So what I need to do is come out the other side, which I can do from here. So now I'm on the other side. I think that right there, that open door straight ahead, is on the other side of the switch I just flipped. So let me get over there. Here. This thing. Ah! Yes! This thing was lowered before, and that device must have raised it. Okay. So that's different. So it looks like the sliding plate in there was at the bottom, and now I've raised it up. So maybe if I go on the other side, I can see something different. Like I can see a clue. Here. Yes. Another angle clue. Okay, so there was that device we saw earlier that had 4 angles on it, remember? And we found one angle elsewhere. Here's our second one. Okay. So I wonder if that raised another one of those devices. Well, let's see. Can I figure out what's on the other side of this door now? Something over here, I would guess. Yeah, there was a yes. Okay, so that raised this one. So now what is this? 2, 8, 4. Are they consistent? They're consistent. 6, 1. I should be writing these down, I feel like. So it was 2, 8, 4. Oh, is this a sequence? In order to press things in? 6, 1, 9. I think this is a sequence from 1 to 9 in order to press these buttons in. If I see a button grid like this elsewhere. Because every digit 1 to 9 appeared once here, so I think this is this. Yeah. So where do we see a 3x3 keypad? Is the question. I feel like we saw one somewhere, but this one's still locked. But I don't remember where. Just gonna have to find it. All right. So we're making progress. I have to say, these games are really challenging, but they are kind of satisfying. Or I don't know. I'm enjoying it. So where do we see a 3x3 number grid? We've seen so many things so far. There might have been one in the starting area by that ladder. There were a lot of just like panels and things in that starting area. Let me see. Was there a 3x3 number grid in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, there are 9 buttons here, but they're not arranged in a grid. But you do click them in a sequence. Is there an actual number grid somewhere? Okay. This one, not that one, where was it? This one feels close. Part of me's wondering, like, did they take the 3 rows of the 3x3 number grid and then just like move them into like a line side by side? That's kind of a reach. But you know what? Let's just try it. I'm gonna assume that the first 3 are the top row, the next 3 are the middle row, and the next 3 are the bottom row. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That wasn't it. All right. I mean, that was kind of a reach anyways. It's interesting though. I wonder if these pipes mean anything. Oh, maybe could it be that the first row of the 3x3 grid, right? The top row corresponds to the last 3, because you look where the pipe goes, and the middle row corresponds to the middle 3, and the bottom row corresponds to the first 3. So let me actually try that. So the 1 is in the middle of the middle row. So 2 was the first one on the top row. 2, 3 was the middle of the bottom row. 4 was at the right of the top row. 5 was at the left of the bottom row. 6 was at the left of the middle row. 7 was at the right of the bottom row. 8 was at the middle of the top row. And then 9 was at the right of the middle row. No. Darn. Well, I liked that idea, but that wasn't it. All right. Well, we'll keep looking for a 3x3 number grid, I guess. Oh, there's also this thing, right? So many things. All right, let me get out of here. How do I get out? Wait. Okay. That is a densely packed room with puzzles, my god. Every wall has got like a different puzzle on it. All right, keep exploring. Looking for a 3x3 number grid somewhere. Getting my bearings of navigating the maze. Starting to make sense in my head, but we'll see how I feel a week from now when I come back to this. All right, so this is where the elevators were. Did I miss anything? Right, there was this. There's something about these elevators. There's something puzzly here. So all right. So last time when I got in here, I started with this elevator. I got in. I took it down. All right, so I take it down. Wait, there's this thing, which I think this is where I enter the angles that I find from those other places. But I only have 2 of the angles so far. Right, so oh, you know what? I actually made a mistake here. Right? So I remember I can't, there's another elevator out here which I can't use because I need to send the other one back up. So I have to send it back up. Okay, and now Now it'll be there for me. And this one was special, because this one, wait, no. So this one sends me back down. It's so funny to me because it's like, in order to get in this elevator in the first place, right, it was already down a level. I had to send it up a level, so it would be there for me. And then when I enter the elevator and take it down again, it doesn't take me back to the first level where it was originally. It takes me somewhere else. It's very... Wait. Yeah, it takes me somewhere else completely. It's very disorienting. And there's another elevator here, which can go down or up. Oh, it can't go up because it's at the topmost level. Or wait. Okay, it was already at the topmost level. I brought it down. Can I send it down again? No. I can only go down or up once. That's right. Now it's at the bottom of the shaft. So if I send it to the top... It feels like an interconnected maze of elevators, and I bet I can get somewhere clever by doing something. This is my guess. But we gotta map out how it all fits together in our heads. So it brings me back out to where I started. This is where I started. So you've completed the loop now. So what could I do with this? What could I do with this? I thought there was another... Yeah, there's another elevator somewhere else too. Right? Because, yeah, look. There's that hallway over there. Alright, hold on. There's one more elevator to add to our mental picture, which I think you get to over here. Yes. Here. Another elevator. This one's at the top. I'm gonna take it down. Where does it take you? Oh, there are two doors. I did not realize that. Have I ever even been down? Okay, I have been down here. Yeah, I have been down here. I remember getting nothing out of that. But did I go through the other door? I don't think I've ever seen this. Oh, I have not seen this. It's like an... It's like an eye. With a button. What does it connect to? It connects to this. The eye thing connects up to that. So I need some kind of item, I guess, for that eye device. I don't recognize this room over there. I don't think I've been in that room at all. Oh, these, I think these are these the elevators? And is A the elevator in front of me? Let me look at this other one. Okay, I feel like you see here where there's kind of like a broken walkway. You remember when I first walked in the elevator area, I looked to the right and there's like a caution sign and I can look down. I think that's what this is. And from that point straight ahead, there's the first elevator you see. I think that's B. And then to the left was another elevator. I guess that's A, maybe? So that's B. So I remember when you take down B, you're at this lower level. You walk by the angle puzzle, where you can enter the angle things. And then there's another elevator. So this is when A is at the bottom of a shaft. This is when A is at the top of the shaft, like it is right now. So at the top of the shaft, then yeah, I can enter from either walkway, right? I enter from here or from here. And yeah, there's like a separator in between. So yeah, they're like I think like the elevator room is like segmented. And it looks like when I send the elevator down, can I do that from the outside? It looks like when the elevator is down, there's something different about it. Oh well, it also connects some things down here at the lower level. Oh, that's right. At the lower level, one of these rooms can go into two different places, and the other one can go into one. Now, okay, this is showing how when the elevator is up or down, it basically allows you to get into it. It opens different pathways from the elevator segment that you're in of the room. So I guess we need to figure out what gets us to somewhere new on this map. So it's C. It's this walkway at C is what we're trying to get to and have not been able to. And C, just like B, has two rooms in the elevator. Okay, so let's see. B plus, I think it's B plus C because they both function the same way. Okay, so let's see how we can figure out how to get to the bottom of C. So in order to get to the bottom of C, I need to enter C from the top, right? I need to enter C at this little segment right here and then take it down, and then I'll be able to get to this thing. Because currently when I get to C from B, I'm exiting here, and then I'm going on the other side. So it takes me back up to this walkway, which takes me to B. That's what I've been experiencing. So now I know what I need to do. I need to access C from the other side. So I don't think I found a way to do that yet. Let's look at C again. Wait, that was the wrong way. Okay, so there, that's it. That's the other entrance to C. And if I take it down, that's the walkway that I can't get to in C. So basically, one of these two shafts over here will get me to the other. But I don't have access to either. Oh, but it looks like there, that button, if that gate raises, I can enter C from the bottom and then take it to the top. So either I figure a way for the button to raise the gate, which it hasn't been doing, or I enter this door. Now, why isn't the button working? Is there anything in the map that tells me? Do I need the elevators to be in a certain configuration for the button to work? So this is the gate that I need to lift in order to get to C from the lower level. And that's what I haven't figured out how to do. this thing. Yeah, I don't know what even connects to this. Maybe the sound is a clue. If I hear that sound somewhere else. Or maybe, oh, or maybe it's the angle puzzle. Maybe if I solve the angle puzzle. 'Cause that's the only other puzzle in this area. If I enter the angles correctly, maybe this raises, and then I can get to the upper level of C. All right. I currently feel that I do not have enough to progress here, but I think we've understood how all the elevators fit together, which is progress. I think I just need to find more angles. I currently have 2. It seems like... Okay, it seems like for all of the angle things, like the switch to reveal them is always on the other side of like the locked up thing. So maybe I can find one of those locked up things. I can try and figure out what's on the other side of it.